Hey, everybody. First, I want to thank you all so much for tuning into this season and watching as things played out. The amount of support, feedback, and excitement that we've seen from so many viewers has truly been incredible. We had a vision before the season started, and to see it really take off, no pun intended, and to really grow and gain a bit of a fan base has been really amazing, and we hope that in the future we can continue to provide you with that level of experience. Unfortunately, before we could air the finale of this season, our amazing friend and co-worker on this series with us, Tyler Jenkins, passed away after nearly a 4-year long battle with Ewing sarcoma. Tyler was not only our graphics designer, he had so much input and influence on twists and the rules of the original series. He's been with us from the beginning and has always been such an integral and necessary part of the team. Tyler was and is the heart of the estate and the series and the people who have been involved in it, and we will continue to move forward, getting bigger and better and still smiling and laughing like he would want us to do. So we just wanted to take a moment before the finale to say that we love you, Tyler, and you are always with us, and thank you so much for everything that you have brought us and everything that you will continue to bring us.
This season, on the estate Ascent, 17 house guests entered the house on the first night. They were quickly told they'd be transported between two cities, New York and Las Vegas, each with special twists that would change the game. Ame received a golden ticket from the New York Stock Exchange, guaranteeing her a spot on the jury. Early in the season, two major alliances were formed, the Base Six and the Quiet Killers. Jake was involved in both alliances, and a secret friendship between Pam and Bill allowed communication between both sides of the house. After the early eliminations of Jillian and Latifah, Pam discovered the truth about Jake's game and the power being held by Jake, Katie, Alan, and Ryan. In the third round of the game, Alex was blindsided by the house, but due to the twist of a fake eviction, she survived to see another day. After negotiations during the Step On and Step Off challenge, a deal was made between Ame, Matthew, Shannon, Pam, Bill, and Alex to take down the power group. Gilligan's Island was formed, and Katie, perceived as the competition threat, was the first victim. In the fifth round, a twist canceled the house guests' flight, and they had to compete for their own safety. DeMonica and Brittany were evicted, with Brittany taking the first spot as a juror. After Tristan was evicted in a speed round, Katie returned to the game in a shocking twist from the music video challenge. Despite his game being exposed and Ryan being revealed as his closest ally, Jake was able to fly back under the radar as both Ryan and Alex were sent home in a double eviction. The formation of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen began, consisting of Pam, Jake, Bill, Alan, and Shannon. They successfully eliminated Dante, Matthew, and Katie one by one. Ame was the last member remaining that was not a part of the league and was voted out in 6th place. The final 5 of the season consists entirely of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Only one of them can win. Will it be Bill, Shannon, Jake, Pam, or Alan? Find out tonight on the season finale of the Estate Ascent.
Ame, you have 30 seconds to say your goodbyes. I'm coming to get you.
So Ame is officially out of this house for good. I couldn't be more excited about it because I've literally been gunning for her all season. But, she had her golden ticket, and she had Matthew winning one of the emissaries protecting her a lot of this game. So, it feels really good to finally, have her out of this house. Although I will say, towards the end of it all, I really did start to like her a little bit more, even though, her and I would always be kind of like butting heads. But I'm hoping that we can be friends after this because I think she's a cool person.
And I did want you to stay towards the end. I did vote Pam out. She didn't leave, but because you got the most. But I did risk throwing my vote there and outing myself to the league and stuff because I did want you around.
Hey, Ame. Sorry to see you go. I adore you. I think you're sweet and funny. And same thing with Matthew. You're just too much of a threat, so we had to get rid of you when we had the chance. Best of luck. Love you, girl.
You rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. You also rubbed a lot of people the right way. Amazing character. I think you're one of the most hilarious, amazing orgers I've ever played with.
So Ame was just evicted. And I was literally the head of the Get Ame Out squad. I wanted her gone so bad. Until she actually left. This game is so fucking emotional. But I'm in the final 5.
Ame goes home, and now it is time for our final emissary of this season.
This is the final emissary of the season, and this challenge is called A Tale of Two Cities. And here's how it will work. Throughout the season, you've obviously come in contact with quite a few competitors who are no longer in the game. You've also experienced quite a few challenges, things like the stock exchange, the slot machine, twists and turns, and we're going to be testing your memory on certain occurrences. I have 2 different types of questions that we're going to be asking you. The first type of question is about the game itself, and each of these questions is worth 2 points. The answers to these questions are either A, as in after, or B, as in before, or neither. The second style of question that I'm going to ask are opinions of the eliminated players thus far, and these questions will be based on what their answers are. These are worth 1 point apiece, so your knowledge of the game over your knowledge of the competitor's opinions is more important here. The person with the highest score is going to win. Question number 1. Was Jake nominated for the first time before or after Ryan was nominated for the first time? Again, your options are before, after, or neither. Everybody please reveal. The correct answer is neither. Jake and Ryan were the last 2 people nominated. They were nominated in the same round. Next question is a player opinion question. When asked what the funniest thing that happened this season was, did Dante say A, the candlelight vigil for Dolly, or B, Shannon falling and holding up hash browns? Please reveal. Okay, everybody says B except for Jake. The correct answer is A, the candlelight vigil. Jake scores 1 point and is in the lead with 3. Question number 3. Did Alan win 2 challenges before, after, or neither? Katie won 2 challenges. Please reveal. Okay, Alan, Jake, and Bill say before. Pam and Shannon say after. The correct answer is before, which means all of the boys score a point here. Alan won a collateral in round 2, not round 3, I misspoke. Katie won both challenges in round 3. When asked who he liked meeting the least, did Matthew say A, Demonica, or B, Katie? Please reveal. Bill is the only one that says Katie. Bill is correct. It was Katie, which means Bill and Jake are now tied for the lead. Was a golden power of veto used before, after, or neither? Pam won her first competition. Please reveal. Pam says before, Alan and Shannon say after, Jake and Bill say neither. The correct answer is neither. It's a bit of a trick question. A golden power veto was never used in the season. When asked what changes she would make to the game if she were added on production, did Demonica say A, not cast so many boring fake bitches, or B, DeMonica cussed out production and did not answer her survey. Please reveal. Everybody says A except for Pam. The correct answer is B. DeMonica cussed out production and did not answer her survey. So Pam is on the board with 1 point. Was the canceled flight round before, after, or neither Ryan won his first competition? Please reveal your answers. Alan, Bill, Jake say before. Pam says neither. Shannon says after. The correct answer is before. Bill and Jake in the lead with 9, Alan with 6, Shannon with 2, Pam with 1. When asked to fill in the blank for this question, if I never talked to anybody from the game again, I would be blank. Did Jillian say A, sad, or B, Jillian did not answer her survey? Please reveal. Everybody says A except for Bill. The correct answer is A, sad, which puts Jake in the lead at 10. Did Dante spin the slot machine before or after Matthew was nominated for the first time? Please reveal. Everybody says after, and that is the correct answer. When asked to fill in the blank for this question, if I never talked to anybody from the game again, I would be blank. Did Katie say A, a bad friend, or B, Tristan? Once again, when asked to fill in the blank for this question, if I never talked to anybody from the game again, I would be A, a bad friend, or B, Tristan. And please reveal. Alan and Jake say B, everybody else says A. The correct answer is B, Tristan. Was Tristan evicted before, after, or neither Mystery Twist number 2 took place? House guests, please reveal. Everybody but Bill says before. The correct answer is after. Mystery Twist number 2 was the first Mystery Twist spun in the slot machine. When asked how he would change his game, did Ryan say A, I would talk to more people outside of my main group, or B, look at what Skype group I'm posting my nominations in? Please reveal. Okay, so Alan and Jake say A, everybody else says B. The correct answer is A, talk to people outside of my main group. Was Ame saved with collateral before, after, or neither Shannon was saved with collateral? Please reveal. Okay, before, neither, and before. The correct answer is before. Ame saved herself in round 6 with collateral the first time she went on the block. When asked what the best part of this season was, did Tristan say A, hearing that I made the cast, or B, hearing my name called last for safety in the canceled flight round? Please reveal. Okay, Alan and Pam say A. Jake, Shannon, and Bill say B. The correct answer is B. Did Bill win Emissary before, after, or neither Brittany and DeMonica were evicted? Please reveal. The ladies say after. Everybody else says neither. The correct answer is neither. Bill has never won an Emissary. When asked how she would change her game, did Latifah say A, I would ask people to work together right away, or B, I wouldn't. I don't think I'm cut out for orgs. Please reveal. Alan and Shannon say A. Jake, Pam, and Bill say B. The correct answer is B. I wouldn't change my game. I don't think I'm cut out for orgs. Did Latifah get evicted before or after Isaac quit the game? Please reveal. Alan says neither. Jake, Pam, Shannon, and Bill all say before. The correct answer is before. Latifah was evicted in round 2. Isaac quit after nominations in round 3. Jake, for the second round in a row, congratulations. You have won the Power of Emissary and the final Emissary of the season.
So we just finished the final emissary competition of the season, and I won it. And it's fun because I won It's my second competition win in a row. And I don't think anybody expected me to be winning competitions because I haven't won anything all season up until this point.
So Jake won. It was the challenge about the past events, and I take notes all season, like whenever I play in Org, and the off chance that that's going to be a challenge, because it usually is. He won his second emissary in a row, which is great. I think that was his second challenge, too. I don't think he won a collateral. I've still won the most challenges I've ever won that. Just saying.
I pull into third place. Jake's in the lead, followed by Alan, and I start to think, okay, I just got to get second place. I got to keep my second place queen thing going, and I can't let Alan beat Jake, because if Jake wins, I think that he'll save me. We've been talking about it for a while. So lo and behold, Jake wins his second emissary. He's really good at this memory stuff, this logic, these questions.
I did the best I could, but the last few challenges have all involved some kind of remember what happened in the game, and I can't even remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, so I am just not cut out for memory games at all. I fried my memory in Amsterdam. I'm just keeping it real.
I think that these two emissary competitions that I just won were the best possible ones for me to win, because I think they really show that I've had a really good social game. I mean, the first one was all about knowing all about the eviction votes and how they fell every round, and I mean, it shows that I was more in the loop than people thought, because I knew what the vote count was. And then for this past challenge, I mean, it's all about knowing people, and I feel like the questions that pertain to the eliminated players, I feel like I got to know a lot of people on an individual basis, and I was able to answer those questions in a way that I feel like a lot of other people in this house weren't able to.
We're down to our final 5. The league fucking did it. We made it. The league actually made it to final 5. We had a final 5. We made a group, and we were like, hey, let's just not fuck with each other until we get to this point. And we did it. But now we need to start eating our own. And it kind of sucks.
But Jake and I immediately get on call.
Congrats on Final 4.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't it's crazy. It's nuts that they let me compete in another challenge after last one.
I lost you by 6 points, which is how much I lost to Matt's music video, I think.
We start talking about strategy, and then he says the words that I've been dreading to hear all season long. I want Pam to go.
I think another thing that could, I don't know, because Pam told me you guys knew each other before the game.
I mean, barely.
And that could be something too, because I know people, you guys have been grouped as a duo, so I'm wondering if it's kind of like how Alan and Katie were grouped as a duo, because they obviously know each other in real life. It's different, but that could be something if people all know about that.
Yeah, maybe someone found out about it.
Because I know Ame knew.
Oh, she did?
Mm-hmm.
Did she? Well, if anyone goes on Facebook and looks, they'll see that we've been in things together. Well, not things together, but we've posted on each other's walls and stuff.
This kills my heart, because part of me knows, yes, she has to go because she'll beat us all in the end no matter what. We don't even stand a chance if we're sitting next to Pam in the end. But then another big part of me goes, fuck you, dude. She's the only person I think hands down would guarantee to take me.
I just want to be sitting there in the final 3. I want you to be there, and I want to be there with you, but I'm totally open to who that third person is, depending on wherever the wind blows.
Yeah, no, same. And I'm still thinking the same thing. I think it'd be great if we're both there. And I'm trying to figure out, I do think Shannon is the better option. But, I mean, I feel like this game changes, every round. And I'm just okay, wait. So we have to figure that out, I think. Also after, I mean, if Pam were to win collateral or something, then we'd have to vote Shannon out, or Alan out. Personally, I think Pam is the biggest threat in this game. But I really do not think that she is going to win the gauntlet and get to the finals, because, I mean, she's proven in the last few challenges that she doesn't have the best memory in the game. And also in challenges in the past, I mean, we're going to be doing all kinds of things that we've done all season, and she hasn't really been very successful at things like Flip Cup, and she didn't show up to the clothing challenge. And I just don't see her coming out and winning the gauntlet, and I feel like that's the only reason why I kind of would maybe want to keep her in, because it's just one less person that I'd have to beat in the final challenge.
She's the only person that I know would never vote against me. She's the only person that I've been playing with since the beginning. So to see her go when we're one round away from making it to the end just sucks. It totally sucks.
How I feel about it, if there's nothing I can do, there's nothing I can do. I'm trying to talk to Jake, I guess.
And he says he's going to save me this time. I told him if he saved me, I would hug him. And anybody who knows anything about me knows that I don't hug people. So we'll see. I might have to hug him. Oh, I hate hugging people so much. So we'll see what happens. The plan is to get rid of Bill, just because he's good in challenges. He's so good in challenges. And he's won one or two, I don't even remember, two, I think. But he's always close. Like, he's always so close. He's so good in challenges. And he seems well-liked. And he has an alliance with most of the people in the jury, who I don't think will look at it as a betrayal.
I honestly love Pam and Jake and Alan and Bill. I really do. I don't want to have to vote any of them out. But I would also prefer to win. So the choice is pretty obvious. The choice has been obvious for a while. It's Pam.
And then he tells me he's going to save Alan. And this flips me the fuck out. Inside, I am pitchfork, fire, rocks and stones, like ready to just come at this kid.
Hey guys, so I'm going to keep this really short and sweet. You guys all know I love you a lot, and I feel like we've all gotten super close to each other by this point in the game, but I do have to make the best move for myself moving forward. And with that, I've decided to save Alan this round. Best of luck to all of you in Collateral. Yeah, good luck.
Estate household, this is Josh. The house guests nominated for eviction in no particular order are Bill and Pam and Shannon. The three of you will face the vote.
Jake and Alan are in the final four. Me, Pam, and Bill are on the block. Our goal is to get Pam out simply because everybody loves her too fucking much.
I chose to save Alan, and it was something that I was completely sure of, going into it, because Alan has been my closest ally out of these five for the majority of the game. And I knew that Bill is targeting Alan, so if I save Alan, that takes that option off the table. And I also wanted to kind of repay Alan for saving me a couple rounds ago, and also show him that I am being loyal, because I think there's a great chance that he could win the gauntlet. And I would hope that he would take me to the end over some of these other people.
The thing about it is that sucks is that I'm up against Bill. And I don't really know what to do with that, because I promised I would never, ever write his name down for eviction.
So, I feel like I'm putting a lot into this relationship with him, and he's not reciprocating. Just like in the friggin' beginning of the game, when I found out he's with all of these side alliances. And you know what? It is my fault. I let Jake get too far. We should have got Jake out that week that they were up. We should have got Jake out instead of Ryan. It's just, everything changes so quickly in this game. Him and Alan must have had a final deal for a while, because if he's saving Alan, he knows 100% that Alan will take him in the finale.
So on the block this round, it's Bill, Pam, and Shannon. And I really don't think that Shannon's going to go anywhere, because right now everybody wants to take Shannon to the end. And everybody has their eyes on Bill and Pam because they're the last obvious duo in the game, and they're both playing pretty strong games. So I think all eyes are on Bill and Pam right now. Shannon's going to be fine.
In the final collateral of the season, Atlas, the house guests were given a map of several statements that could apply to multiple house guests. Each statement was essentially a puzzle. Surrounding each statement would fit two house guests, and each house guest was sandwiched by two statements. Ultimately, there was only one correct combination to solve this puzzle. Whichever house guest could figure out which evicted house guest fit into which spot the fastest would win. Congratulations, Alan! You've solved the Atlas puzzle in the fastest time, and you've won the final collateral of the season.
So, Alan won the last collateral, and that was Atlas, and that was absolutely amazing. Atlas was a lot of fun. Player map, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It was a lot of fun. Probably my favorite challenge. So, I took my time and enjoyed it, which means I didn't win. But Alan won.
So, I won the collateral competition. That's now my 5th challenge that I won, which is crazy because I never win individual challenges ever in these games. So I'm so excited for this season. I've done really well, and I'm happy with that.
But I'm pissed that Alan won because I know he's going to take Shannon down because I know they want Pam and I up so they can decide what they want to do last minute. Get me or get Pam out.
So we just got done playing the collateral competition, and I completely threw it. I chilled on call with Ryan Lilly, after completing it really fast, by the way, but I kind of just held off in the last answer for a bit and talked to Ryan. But I didn't want to win this because I felt like it would have put me in such a bad position because every single person on the block would have expected me to use it on them, and I didn't want to have to make that decision right now. So I was really glad that Alan ended up winning. Even if I threw it, I'm really glad that Alan won.
And I'm thinking I'm going to save Shannon just because she and Jake and I have talked about being Final 3 for a long time. But I'm torn because I think, based on what Ame said and just based on a couple of things people were saying before they ended up leaving, nobody was really that mad at Shannon, even though she flipped on that whole original alliance. And now they're all on the jury. Because Bill is left and he is a threat to win things, like especially the gauntlet, except I feel like they have more animosity against Bill for whatever reason. And so does Bill, like he thinks the same. I'm going to use my collateral to save Shannon because I think that's my best game move right now. You don't need to know why.
So the final nominees for the round are Bill and Pam, which is great because that's what I wanted, for the whole round.
So Alan won and saved me. Yay! Final 4.
So I want to get rid of Bill because I feel like he would win the gauntlet and eliminate me.
So everyone's telling me, oh, you're safe, Pam's going to win, but I hate not being in control of my fate. I kind of have a feeling that my number's up. Why would they take me to the gauntlet? I've been pretty consistent with all of these challenges. Like, I've done pretty well in all of them, so I don't understand why they would take someone who could beat them in the gauntlet over someone that they know they can beat.
If we make a deal to, not eliminate each other after the gauntlet, I would totally go for it. I'd keep him at the end, even though I think he might beat me, because maybe we've misread the jury and they really would vote for Shannon, or, Pam would be gone if Bill wasn't gone, so I don't know.
I am 99.9% sure this is my last day of the game. Fairly certain I'm viewed as a threat to win, and so I'm pretty sure I'm getting voted out tonight.
I want to kind of convince Pam to just self-vote. So if Jake and Alan do flip, then her vote isn't the reason that I go home. So I might do that, which is horrible. And I, don't want her to vote for herself, but she wants to go and I don't want to go. So maybe she'll do it. I don't know.
It literally makes me nauseous to think that I'll have to write his name down as an eviction vote. That's my bill. And I just don't like this. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I made very few promises in this game. And I've committed to no one except Bill. And I've gotten my hands really dirty. And half the jury is on the jury because of me. I've got a lot of blood on my hands.
It's not hard to figure out who's going. Pam is getting all the votes. It's pretty obvious. Pam is a huge threat. She would win. And she knows she would win. We were talking about it today. I messaged her. Just to be straight up and just be like, Pam, I'm gonna be honest, you're a huge threat in this game. I love you to death. But you're gonna go. You're getting my vote. I'm sorry. And she was just upfront. She was like, I respect that. Thank you for telling me. And it's I respected Pam too much to not tell her. But to vote out Pam, it sucks. Pam mailed me a wand to be Hermione for Snatch Games. And then encouraged me when I wanted to be Ariel day of. And then encouraged me when I didn't show up. It's Pam. But we have to do it. We have to do it. And it sucks.
Bill and Pam are obviously voting for each other because they can't vote for themselves. And Shannon wants Pam to go, and Alan wants Bill to go. So that's 2-2 with me in the center. And I'm definitely going to be the reason that either Bill gets 5th place or Pam gets 5th place. I think keeping Pam in the house is smart because she's not going to win the gauntlet. She's shown, time after time again, she's not very good at memory challenges and she's not very good at, a lot of the flip cup type of challenges, and I really just don't see her winning the gauntlet, which gives me a better chance to win the gauntlet. And also, if Pam is here, I think that both Shannon and Alan, they know how big of a threat Pam is, that if they won, they would keep me over her. But then on the flip side, if I keep Bill and get rid of Pam, the biggest threat in this game, I think Bill would win the gauntlet, and there's no guarantee that he would take me, but I do think I could beat Bill in the finals. So it's kind of like it's a big risk.
I'm just awaiting destiny at this point.
Estate household, this is Josh. You are live on a Google Hangout. Please do not swear. Bill and Pam, the votes have been counted and verified, and I can now reveal that the next house guest to leave the estate, coming in 5th place and next to join the jury, is Pam. Pam, you have 30 seconds to say your goodbyes. I'm coming to get you.
Hey guys, I love you. Mwah. No hard feelings at all. So, good job, guys. Keep kicking ass. Love you guys.
Love you too, Pam.
I love you, Pam.
Love you, Bill.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'll miss you guys too, but I'll talk to you soon.
Let's say one last goodbye to Pam.
I don't know why nobody's grabbing a piece of paper and a pen.
Jake, I think he's trouble in a bubble and he is going to pop. Make this more exciting is if we did the whole thing while walking over hot coals. I am sitting here in my kitchen in a legit tinfoil hat.
I love you. But you, cocky bitch, knew you were gonna win, and you had to go.
Pam leaves, and I am very sad. She was my only true ally in this game. I'm like 100% certain that everybody else in the game is kind of just working together against me. I think that Shannon, Jake, and Alan are all kind of in cahoots with each other. And while I think they're all playing nice with me in case I win a challenge, that I think if any of them gets the chance to send me home, they will.
I voted for Pam because I figured she was going to win, even though I think Bill will win the gauntlet. I talked to Bill during the vote and said, look, if I win the gauntlet, I'm going to take you because I do think that we're in a similar spot with the jury. I know a lot of people dislike me in the jury. A lot of people seem to have animosity with him. And same with Jake. He agreed and said the same thing. He would take me if he won. So that's good. I don't know if I trust him, but I should. He seems like he would keep that word. And I totally would. I'd vote out Shannon.
So we're about to enter the gauntlet, the final challenge of the season, and I'm so nervous because I feel like I have such a big target on my back. I feel very good with everybody in the Final Four right now, but I know that I played the best game out of this Final Four, and I'm very confident in that. And I mean, I don't understand it because I feel like Alan and Shannon and Bill, they're all claiming that they want to go to the end with me. And I think it's because they think the jury hates me. And so I'm okay with that, but I don't know if they're just telling me what I want to hear or if they all seriously do want to go to the end with me. I would love to win the gauntlet, win my 3rd challenge in a row, secure myself in the finals. But, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen because the gauntlet's a really tough challenge and it covers a lot of the challenges we've done all season.
Here's my thing. I'm a goat. I'm a really good goat. I just need to make it to the end. I'm a good goat. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with whoever wins. I think they're going to take me. Fingers crossed.
But I know that I just have to outlast everyone. I have to outlast Jake for sure because he's the only one that I know or that I am unsure who he would take. I think that Shannon would take me and I think that Alan would take me, but I think Jake and I are kind of just pleasing the other person, and I don't think either him or, well, I know I don't, but I don't think he plans on taking me to the finale at all.
If someone's ever like, hey Shannon, do you want to be strung upside down by your toenails? Or do you want to participate in the estate gauntlet? My answer is very simple. I would rather be strung upside down.
If I win the gauntlet, I'm taking Shannon and Alan to the finale because Jake screwed me over 3 times now. Screw me once, shame on me. Screw me twice, shame on you. Screw me 3 times, you're done.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Gauntlet of the Estate Ascent. This is our final challenge of the season, or really challenges. It's something we've done every season so far. It's very successful and very fun to watch. Not always so much fun for the people involved in it. But this is going to be a retread of challenges that we've done throughout the season. There is a list of 13 possible challenges that our players will compete in. In each challenge, whoever gets last place in the challenge will receive 1 strike. Once a player receives their 3rd strike, they are out of the gauntlet and cannot win the challenge. Any player that wins a challenge will be able to choose what the next challenge is. They are all challenges that we've competed in throughout this season, and the first challenge is Spelling Bee.
No! No!
Okay, so for your Spelling Bee competition, you will be writing the word out with paper and pen.
I'm excited and I'm about to get my first strike, but I just want to cheers to you guys and congrats on making it to the end, and let's give all the viewers something fun to watch.
Your first word is gauntlet, and spell it as you reveal for me. G-A-U-N-T-L-E-T. Cool. Alan is good. Jake. Oh no, gauntlet is not correct. It's G-A-U, not G-U-A. So Jake will receive a strike. Shannon, can you hold it up a little bit for me? G-U-A-N-T-L-E-T. That is also incorrect. And Bill.
G-A-U.
N-T-L-E-T. So Bill and Alan are correct. Unfortunately,
you can spell!
kick us off with a strike apiece for tying at last. So your next word is inconsequential.
Oh fuck, are you serious? That's bullshit, Ryan. They'll just sound it out.
Inconsequential, as in having no repercussion, being voted out before the finale is inconsequential. We will start with Bill this time. I-N-C-O-N-S-E-Q-U-E-N-C-I-A-L. That is correct.
Inconsequential. Alright.
And Alan. That is correct. You guys both got it right.
I thought these were supposed to go from easy to hard and not jump all over the fucking place.
Abscess, as in a swollen area, usually with a pus accumulation.
Ew.
Okay, Bill, we will start with you. Abscess.
That's a pimple popping.
A-B-C-E-S-S is incorrect. Alan, if you spelled this right, you will win the challenge.
No, I will let Bill win so we can move on.
Okay, so I guess we'll let Bill win so we can move on.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, Bill, you get to pick the next challenge. You cannot pick the Spelling Bee again.
Let's do iHeart TV.
The way that this is going to work is once the video has played through 1 time, I will need your answers held up and submitted.
What's that supposed to mean? You just gotta stop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just take those.
For those of you who are wondering, this is my real.
Get set.
Susan said, "How can I do that when I don't know what she said?"
Your time starts now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I need answers now. So I'll start with Shannon, who locked in first. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, Shannon got 13. Okay, Bill got 14 out of 20.
Oh, damn, some of them were wrong.
Jake got 5. Alan got 15 out of 20, which makes Alan the winner of this challenge. The ones that everybody missed, Shannon got Wishbone, which I was surprised I didn't.
I got Wishbone.
Oh, you did too.
All I was up was TV Dog.
Alan, to win the challenge, you get to pick the next challenge, and Jake, you get your second strike. If Jake gets one more strike, he is out of the gauntlet.
I guess face morph. That was fun.
No.
It's
Can I
going to.
phone a friend?
I only have 4 morphs for you guys. And 4 morphs are all your faces. You need to write out the full names of the people that you are guessing for the morph. So each morph is 2 of you.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Jake is in. Bill is in. Alan is in. Shannon is the last to lock in. We will start with Shannon. Okay. So you got...
As long as I got number 1 right, that's all I care about.
Okay. Next was Alan. Bill and Jake, that is correct. Bill?
I have the same as Alan.
That is correct. And Jake?
I also have the same.
Shannon, Bill, Alan, Jake. Okay, so Shannon receives her second strike. She and Jake each have 2. And Jake won this last challenge, so Jake, you will pick the next gauntlet challenge.
Good job, Jake.
Okay, I'm on the board. Let's do game knowledge trivia.
Oh, fuck you.
Like
You don't have any strikes, bitch!
Yeah.
No, but they keep picking the ones that I suck at.
Which player won the most emissary competitions this season? Okay, everybody please reveal. Everybody says Matthew, and that is correct. Everybody scores 1 point. Which eliminated player made it the farthest without ever winning a competition? Everybody please reveal. Shannon says Brittany, Bill says Tristan, Jake says Tristan, Alan says Tristan. Everybody is incorrect. The correct answer is Dante. Which player received the most eviction votes this season? Everybody please reveal.
Oh.
Bill says Alex, Shannon says Demonica, Jake says Katie, Alan says Alex. The correct answer is Katie. Jake scored. What is the record for most consecutive rounds nominated this season, and who set that record? Okay, everybody's locked in. Please reveal. Bill says Pam with 4 rounds. Shannon says 5 Demonica. Jake says 5 Demonica. Alan says 6 Demonica. The correct answer is Demonica with 5 rounds in a row. Demonica was nominated every round until she was evicted. Shannon and Jake both score 2 points, which puts Jake at 4, Shannon at 3, Alan gets 1 point for Demonica's name, and Bill is still at 1. Which player has been saved by collateral the most times this season, and how many times were they saved? Everybody please reveal.
Oh.
Okay. Alan said Shannon with 3, Jake said Pam with 4, Shannon said Pam with 3, and Bill said Pam with 3. The correct answer is Pam with 3, which means that Bill scores 2 points, Alan scores 1 point, Shannon scores 2, and Jake scores 1. So here's where we're at. We've got a tie between Shannon and Jake with 5 points apiece, and we've got a tie between Alan and Bill with 3 points apiece. In last, with a tie, Alan and Bill will both get a strike. However, we need a winner of the challenge, so between Shannon and Jake, I have a tiebreaker question. Shannon and Jake, I am looking for a number. Your question is, how many total eviction votes did Katie receive throughout the season? Please reveal.
29.
29, and Jake says?
24.
24. The correct answer is 26. By 1 point difference, Jake wins this challenge. Yes. So currently, we have Jake and Shannon with 2 strikes apiece. Alan and Bill both earned their first strike this last round.
Let's do the Over the Rainbow one.
I am going to recite the list in its entirety to you. Violet. Green. Orange. Indigo. Blue. Indigo. Yellow. Red. Violet. Violet. Blue. violet, green, yellow, yellow. Everybody please reveal. Violet. And everybody says violet. That is correct. Please hold up the second answer. Do not reveal yet. Jake says green. Alan says green. Shannon says green. Bill says green. That is correct. Shannon says orange. Bill says orange. Jake says orange. Alan says orange. That is correct. Bill says indigo. Shannon says indigo. Jake says indigo. Alan says indigo. That is correct. Please hold up the fifth item in the sequence. Do not reveal yet.
This is all I could memorize, so if anybody gets the next one right, I'm out.
Please reveal. Bill says blue. Is that yellow, Shannon? Okay.
Yep.
Jake says blue. Alan says blue. The correct answer is blue. Shannon, unfortunately, that is your third strike. You are knocked out of the gauntlet.
I mean, born.
Alan says indigo. Jake says indigo. Bill says violet. The correct answer is indigo. Bill, you are out without a strike. Jake says yellow. Alan says yellow. That is correct. Jake says red. Alan says red. That is correct. Alan says violet. Jake says violet. That is correct. Jake and Alan both say violet. That is correct. Please
That's all.
the 11th item in the sequence.
That's all I know. Uh-oh.
Please reveal. Jake says orange. Alan says blue. The correct answer is blue. Congratulations, Alan. You have won this challenge.
Good job, Alan.
Again. Stop, Alan.
I don't want to do any of them. I guess story time.
I have 10 questions based on story time. You will write down your answers for story time on paper, hold them up, and reveal when I ask you to. Far ago, in the land of Mootown, there was a lovely girl named Mercedes. Mercedes owned 14 different pets, but her most precious pet was an iguana named Ben. You may now lower your hands, and I will go immediately into the first question. Question number 1. How many pets did Mercedes own? Okay, please reveal. 14, 3, and 14. The correct answer is 14. Bill and Alan score a point. Next question. What kind of gun did Benz use to shoot the pig? What kind of gun did Benz use to shoot the pig? Please reveal.
It was something caliber, wasn't it?
Oh, I said revolver.
Jake said pistol. 14 caliber. Alan is correct with revolver.
Oh, I almost put that.
What kind of dog was Volkswagen? Everybody's locked. Please reveal.
That kind of makes sense.
Bill says Chihuahua.
Oh, I almost put that.
Says retriever. Alan says beagle. The correct answer is beagle.
Oh, there were 2 dogs.
Which gives Alan the point and the win for this challenge.
I don't get a strike, right?
No strike. Jake, with your third strike, you are knocked out. We move on with just Alan and Bill, who each have 1 strike apiece. Alan, you get to pick the next challenge of the remaining.
God. What was Speed Scavenger Hunt? I didn't do it.
That was in round 3 where Katie won the scavenger hunt emissary. This one is where you have to run around your house and get random items and bring.
Oh God. I guess that.
For this challenge, I will need you to start in a standing position where I can see you. This is where your ending position will be. So you'll need to start in a standing position. This is where you will return also. Until you are back where you started, you will not be counted as locked in. Okay? Here are your items. A towel. A remote of some kind. 3 different shoes. None of them can match. 2 different types of currency. as in a $1 bill and a $5 bill, and the outfit that you are currently wearing in your hands, so you will return in a different outfit. House guests ready, set, go!
I'm forgetting something.
Done.
I think I'm done.
The towel. Okay, Bill said done first.
No.
Okay, so Bill, please hold up all of your items and recite them as you hold them.
So here's my new outfit, you see, and here's the one that I was wearing, my jeans and my other tank top. Here are my 3 different pairs of shoes.
Okay.
Here's my remote of some sort.
Okay.
Here's my towel.
Okay.
And here's my different forms of currency. I am really hoping that coins count.
Yes. Bill, congratulations. That is enough. And with that, Alan receives his second strike, which means if Alan gets one more strike, Bill wins the gauntlet. Bill, you have the opportunity to pick any challenge that you would like.
I am going to do step on, step off.
Okay. You will be competing in a 60-second step on and off test to see how many you can do in 1 minute.
Oh no.
Going on and then off counts as one completion, so you're going for as many completions as you can possibly do. Bill, as the winner of the last challenge, you have the right to pick who goes first in this competition.
I would like Alan to go first, please.
Okay. Alan, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, you'll begin in 3, 2, 1, go. And time. I counted 45. I will count you down, Bill. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Time. Okay, with a couple of missteps in there, I counted 57 completions, which means without needing to review the tape, congratulations, Bill, you have won the gauntlet.
Ah!
It's over.
Good job,
Congrats, Bill.
Oh my god, that was
Oh my god!
So here is where we are at in the game right now. Bill has won the gauntlet. With that power, not only comes a guaranteed spot in the finals, he has the power to pick which 2 people will join him in the finale, essentially evicting one of you as the final juror. The final 3 will face the jury with a chance to plead their case as to why they should become the next master of the estate. You have all had a chance to chat with Bill. Bill, have you made your decision?
I have.
As long as you've made your decision, then the floor is yours. Go for it.
Okay. First thing I want to say is, like I said before we got into the Gauntlet Challenge, I'm so fucking proud of all of us. So stupid. And then other people had way more dumb beats. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Jake. But because I asked you to keep me safe and we talked about keeping each other safe the past 2 rounds, I wasn't going to keep Pam safe. I wasn't going to keep Shannon safe. You were my vote to keep safe if I won either one of those 2 emissaries. And I thought we had a thing. But when you saved Shannon and then when you saved Alan, I just kind of saw that as he values these people over me. So because you didn't have my back when I 100% needed you the most, I have to take Shannon and Alan to the final 3. I am so sorry.
No hard feelings, Bill. Don't worry about it. Good luck to all 3 of you, though.
It's household. This is Josh. Jake, you are the final member of the jury and the next evicted house guest. You have 30 seconds to say your goodbyes. I'm coming to get you.
I have not much else to say. I love all 3 of you, just like Bill said. Bill, I kind of wish you talked to me earlier about this, but I get it. Good luck to all 3 of you, honestly. I have no problems with any of you guys.
Let's say one last goodbye to Jake.
like, I don't want to be everybody's number one this early, but I mean, it's good that people like me because you need to be liked in these games.
Jake! Jake the snake! Jake this motherfucker!
Sir, well, what's your whole name?
James. Does this cat look like extra long to you?
I know that I played the best game out of this Final Four, and I'm very confident in that.
Congratulations, you are the final 3 of the Estate Ascent. You have made it as far as you can possibly get in this crazy, twisted, ridiculous plane ride. We are very proud of the 3 of you. You will plead your case before the jury. Congratulations, guys.
Good job, guys.
Oh my god.
So here I am sitting in the final 3 next to Alan and Shannon, and I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen. I think Alan's going to win by a vote of 6-3, maybe 7-2. I just think that the jury's going to be really, really bitter and go with someone that never pissed them off than someone who played the game, you know, full speed ahead from day one. But I think that I have an awesome argument planned. I've been working on my opening statement. I am a speech teacher, so hopefully I'm going to be good and organized and well-spoken and able to refute or rebutte the other two's claims. So while I think this might go as a 6-3, I'm hoping it's going to be a 6-3 my way and not Alan's.
I'm looking forward to finale. I can't wait for Josh to say, "You're live on Google Hangouts. Please do not swear," just so I can say one last fuck. I don't need to win this game. I could happily get 3rd, and I will smile all the way to our giant meetup whenever we have one. But as long as I make some really good, long-lasting friends. That's really all that I came to this game for, and I think I'm coming out a winner. I honestly think that at the end of the day, 3rd, 2nd, 1st place, whatever I get, I'm a winner in this game, and I'm happy I played. I'm happy I'm here. So, thank you.
I don't know what to do. I don't even know how to argue my case at the end. And I don't feel like sitting there on Thursday night with everyone just harping on me and how, like, everyone else did so great and I'm just a shitty person because I didn't work with them or I ignored them one night or whatever. I just don't feel like listening to that. Because there's no need. Just say positive things. Vote. Like, even if you're bitter, just be like, sorry, like, you pissed me off. Here's why. Convince me I should vote for you even though you treated me shitty. Like, say something like that. I don't know. I can't do anything more now until finale night. And, oh my god, this is the first time I've made finals in an org in 9 years.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the finale of Estate Ascent. All of the finalists will have 3 minutes to do their opening statements, and then we will bring the jury in one by one. So, Alan, it is your time. Please go ahead.
I wasn't originally cast for this game, and I had been itching to play an org for a while, and I am so grateful that this is the one that actually ended up casting me. Quickly learned that we have to be online all the time, and it was not only, but mostly social, because there's so much downtime that you have to keep talking to each other, so I was not mentally prepared at all. I was nervous about playing a game with Katie because she had only started playing orgs last year and we've been friends forever and I wasn't sure how to proceed with that. Quickly, I made several alliances, which is not necessarily the best thing to do, but everybody was amazing and I started making little groups of friends here and there and I didn't want to like turn on any of them. And for some reason, I really, really wanted to try this time and something to do with this cast and the format. I don't know, it was so fun and I really wanted to try, and so I played differently than ever, and it may have seemed like I wasn't playing to some of you, but I really was the whole time. Ask me anything, please make it a question about something you're not sure about what I did, and I will try my best to explain why I deserve to be here, because I think all 3 of us really do.
Next up is Shannon.
I came into this game simply to have fun and to make some good friends, and more than anything, I'm proud that I made some really, really good friends in this game. But I saw something in me that changed halfway through the game that I know a few of you saw and commented on, but I changed. I flipped and I became a more powerful player and I wanted to do more and I tried to take more control, and it may have taken me a little while, but I think I did stuff to change the game and I think I played hard at the end, and I would love to win. I'd love to be the winner.
And last up, we have Bill.
Well, good evening, everyone in the jury. Thank you so much for giving your all every game and sharing all of these crazy hours with us to log onto our computers and play these silly online games that everyone in our real life kind of looks at us and tells us we're weird for doing. You guys are my people. I loved getting to know every one of you, and thank you for giving me something challenging to maneuver through every single week. 100%, I'm the best at the end of this game. Did I make mistakes? Sure. But I believe that of the three of us sitting here in the finale tonight, even though I love both of you, I believe that I am the most deserving of this title. You need to have this element of control, this aspect of power to you. And I believe that throughout the game, I did have a lot of power. However, I didn't always. I knew very early on that there were a group of people against me, and unfortunately for me, they were my own people. So I had to step up and create a plan to A, not only earn back this supposed loss of trust to stay in the numbers, but B, position myself in a place where I could make some game-changing moves without experiencing a lot of negative backlash. So that's what I did very early on in the game, and the more moves I began to make and the more comfortable I became with myself, the more power I saw myself gaining. While I know my two fellow competitors may have me beat socially, I don't think either one of them can come close to the logic and the strategy I used to further my game, which eventually led me here. So Shannon and Alan, good luck. I wish you both the best of luck. And jury, bring it on.
That's it for opening statements. Our first juror should be in momentarily.
Hello, handsome.
Oh my gosh, it's Brittany's mom!
I just have to say something, okay? And you're going to hear me out, because I know I'm tore up from the flow up, and I'm sorry. I look a hot mess. At least you can't smell me. But I just have to say, Alan and Bill, you bastards, you voted my kid out! You are so lucky I can't get through that screen. All right, I'll go away. Thank you for letting me interrupt your game. I've had fun watching you guys do this.
So I want to ask, this goes for all of them. It's not pointed toward anyone. I just want them all to answer it. Why do they think the other two people deserve the jurors' vote over themselves?
Okay, I think Alan deserves to win because he was probably the best out of us three socially. He had a connection and talked to everyone on the jury, and I feel like he was just generally nice and often talked about things that were other than the game. And I think Bill definitely deserves the jurors' vote for, like you said, he played a hard game. He was in an alliance, and then he was hated by that alliance, and then he was taken back by the alliance.
I kind of agree with Shannon. I think both Shannon and Alan played a phenomenal social game. I think that they probably played a better, more overall social game than me. I think that Alan was very well connected all season, and he kind of knew who he needed to talk to when to make sure that he kept himself safe. And I think Shannon got herself involved in a really strong alliance really early on that kind of helped her along the way.
I think Bill deserves votes because, like Shannon said, it's really hard when you lose the trust of one person, let alone a group of people, and then he regained it. I've never successfully been able to do that once I've screwed somebody over, or not in their mind, even if he didn't do anything. The fact that they were against him, I've never been able to recover from that in a game before. So that's amazing to me. And he was also one of my biggest worries throughout the game because he was so good at every challenge. Like, he almost won everything. Like, there was nothing he didn't do well at. And so towards the game, I was even going to try and vote for him. And then, I don't know, just talking to him, somehow he changed my mind. And that's really hard to do. And Shannon, like, I didn't even think that Shannon, like, I just talked to her small talk. We didn't talk about the game that much in the beginning. And I just thought, oh, she's under other people's wings and whatever. And then it's what Bill said. Like, she knew exactly when to not do that anymore. And came clean with me about things. She came clean about having voted for me. And that's a really bold thing to do, especially like midway through the game when we're just starting to solidify the alliance between the two of us.
I'm okay with that then. That's fine.
Okay.
I hope you guys enjoyed my mom.
Okay, next up is our 12th place contestant of the season and our second juror, Mr. Tristan Hum. Your 10 minutes to address the finalists begins now.
Yes.
So this question is just basically for everybody. I'm just wondering what you think your best move was in the game versus your worst move.
Oh god, my best move. I had one emissary again, and I had to make a decision, and it kind of affected my game huge, and it was so important. And I had to decide whether or not to save somebody. Like my nomination was fine, but the saving thing. And Katie was hounding me to save. And then in the league, I needed to weigh the options, and I think not saving her was my best move in the game because I knew she'd probably go, and so did she. But it was best for my game because I wasn't ruining this new alliance I had joined that was going to get me to the end game. I think my worst move, I'm not really sure exactly what it was, but it had to do with Dante, because Dante was somebody that I was always like wanting to work with since the beginning, aside from my original alliance. Like I had an alliance with him and Brittany, and I was really focusing on that because if my original alliance started to crumble, I really wanted this alliance to work with me.
I think my worst and my best move totally go together. I think my worst move in the game was allowing people to think that I was as strongly with Matt and Ame as they did for as long as they did. I think that was probably one of my worst moves, and my best move had to be the flip of that, is when I decided that I was going to go against them, knowing that those two were as tight as they were and that I had to get out of that. I think that was my best move of the game, was to separate myself from them.
I'm going to say my worst move first. I think, obviously, my worst move in the game, I think, was not being as socially connected to a lot of people, specifically you, Tristan. I just feel like we never really got the chance to talk at all. So my best move in the game had to come, I think it was week 4. So when Alex, Matt, and I were in the final 3 in the step-on, step-off challenge, I had a lot of information that could really benefit their games and help me regain the trust of Basics, which I was in the outs of. So I think my best game move was when the 3 of us were in the finale, I told Matt, listen, Katie's really against you. So why don't we let you win this thing, and then we'll have you save Alex. So when everyone votes Alex out, none of those votes count, but then you tell everyone that you're saving me. So no one votes for me. And this was a very, very risky move. So that's exactly what we did. Matt saved Alex, told everyone that I was safe. Everyone voted for Alex. Nobody voted for me, even though I totally could have went up. And then we were able to get Katie, Dante, and Alan all on the block together, who were 3 people playing 100% together. And it really flipped the minority into a majority. And it showed that not only can I be a loyal team player, but I can also make strategic moves that furthers myself in the game.
And I have one more question, just towards Shannon, actually. She said in her opening speech that she changed halfway through, and just wanted you to address that more and explain how you changed exactly.
In the beginning, I was extremely passive. I didn't say much. I let that alliance, Basics, basically tell me what to do. And around round 7 is when I was like, no, I get to make my own choices, and I determine my fate in this game. And I think that's how I changed.
All right, that's everything. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Tristan. We now have our 11th placer of the season, Miss DJ Alex herself. Your 10 minutes begins now.
Guys, I've missed you. I'm going to go ahead and re-answer your question. The worst move in the game was the week that you guys let me get voted out. And the best move was when you all pulled through with that fake eviction. Holler, thank you. I don't want you to say anything good about the other person, and we'll go in alphabetical order. So we'll start Alan, Bill, Shannon.
Oh my god, why shouldn't they win? Okay, well, Bill, I think like he did move for his game, but he didn't do a lot of, like he says, social stuff. And I think because of the format of this game, there was so much downtime, and that was so important to the game. And Shannon, I don't, like the first half of the game, we did make small talk. I just didn't think she was actually into the game until later on. And I think a lot of people probably got that perception of her, and then later on just dismissed her and thought she was maybe a goat to get to the end.
I don't think that Shannon should win because I believe that she allowed a lot of people to play the game for her, and I don't think that she let her personality shine through, and I don't believe that she promoted her own individual game until it was too late. Alan was always scared to make decisions. Every time he had power, every time he had a save or a collateral, he was up in my inbox. What should I do? Who's going to be mad at me? What's the best decision for us? And I felt like I was kind of walking the dog at that point. Here, let me tell you what I think you should do with your own game.
Bill shouldn't win because he thought he had a lot more power than I sometimes think he actually did. I think he got a big head, and that's not attractive. And I think he might have rubbed some people the wrong way. So take a chill pill, buddy. Alan shouldn't win because Alan was kind of safe the whole game. Like, the only time he was really in danger when he was up against Katie, but I think he was safe the majority of the game. So I don't think he deserves it.
I'm the backyard DJ right now. I can't turn off the lights. That's all I got, guys. All right. We'll see you later. I'm not voting for any of you. I'm dipping out on my jury duties. Bye.
Bye, Alex.
We have our fourth juror, Mr. 10th Place. One of the highlights of the season, I think we all would agree. Mr. Ryan. Is it read out? I always say your last name.
It's Redoute.
Redoute. I never.
If you want to be proper French, you can just go Redoute. So, very pressing first question. What is your favorite color? Gonna trip you up on this one, I know.
My favorite color is lime green.
Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know. No, that's very exotic.
I like purple.
Purple? Okay. Okay. Dark horse. Purple coming up.
Green, but like stoplight green, not like puke green.
Not lime green, stoplight green?
No, stoplight green.
Okay, I'm gonna need a few minutes to digest these answers. Okay, I'm good. My one question that I would like you all to answer is, who is one person that you feel really helped you get to the finals and why?
I'm going to say Jake. Jake and I talked night one, and I've never been in an org before. I've had a final two with somebody the entire time, and it worked. One of us has always gotten voted out or decided halfway through that we got paranoid and screwed the other person over, and this time it didn't happen.
The one person who helped me get to this very point would have to be Pam, because ever since Gilligan's Island, we were close. And I think once that was starting to dissolve, she was what pulled me into the Extraordinary Gentleman League. And I don't think if it was for her, I would have lasted much longer.
I would have to say probably Katie and then probably Pam. I think Katie, because had she not used the collateral on me week 3, I 100% think that I was going home. And then I would say Pam, and I know Dante kind of hit the nail on the head when he was like, Pam and Bill are running the show. Pam and Bill are doing everything. Pam and Bill are in every alliance. It kind of was true. But Pam was someone that I didn't necessarily hide behind or use. There was information that I got from Pam that helped me create Gilligan's Island. But Pam kind of always hit the ground running, and I would have to pull her back.
Congrats to all of you for making it to this point. So I give you a little round of applause. And know you did great to do that. And yeah, I'm all good.
Thank you, Ryan. You're our favorite ride or die.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well. Congratulations on getting this far. First things first, I wanted to ask, I'm kind of going to ask each person questions just kind of off the top of my head. Alan, what was your game plan with Katie? How long did you want to keep her in? Did you stick to that plan, or did that not go as you planned?
I'm one of those people that, like, I wanted her to be gone but didn't want to do it myself. But I still ended up voting her out twice. I was talking about this with Jake early on, how I don't want to vote her out. But, I mean, getting other people to do it for me is kind of a pussy move, so I didn't want to do that either. So, yeah, it ended up doing okay, because she got voted out, and when she came back, it sucked that I had to be the one to, like, make sure she wasn't safe and go that round. But, yeah, it worked how I wanted. I just don't think a lot of people bought the fact that she and I didn't necessarily come work together as a package.
Bill, are you aware that live challenges are live and that jury members can see and hear everything you do and say?
Yeah. Why, did I say something really, really asshole-ish?
Possibly.
Like,
Shannon.
What? Oh, okay.
How are you, darling?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. I'm so sad we didn't get to make our video.
I know. Well,
Anyways.
I'll come to Jersey and we'll do it in person.
Sweet. Shannon, What made you decide to do the flip at that time? Like, what made you go decide that this is the time to do it? Why was it that moment that you wanted to make it known that you were no longer with Ame and Matt?
Okay. The very specific moment was, I think, when every person left in the game had come to me telling me that Ame or Matt had told them that they have my vote 100% without talking to me about it, without anything. When I heard that they went to every single person and was like, I got Shannon. Shannon's with me. I was like, might want to confirm that story first. And that's when I decided to flip.
Hey, guys.
Mr. New York emissary himself, Matthew, your time begins now.
Thanks, Ryan, for that introduction. If I had to take a shot for every time I've heard my name tonight without me even coming on camera, I would be hooked up to an IV, getting my stomach pumped in the estate room ER. So I appreciate all the love. And since you said my name so much, I feel the need to give you that much love back. So let's go in alphabetical order. I also want to say that whatever I say tonight only relates to you in the game, and I truly do love each and every one of you outside of the game. So just also remember that. So let's begin. I also wrote this out, kind of like how Bill does all his speeches. So, awkward Alan. Alan, we had a bunch of talks about Sense 8, how you weren't working with Katie, which of course was a lie, and how it sucks winning emissary because everyone isolates you afterward, which of course is very true. Both Shannon and Bill had real alliances with me during the game, but me and you honestly never did. Why should I personally give my vote to you over Bill and Shannon if you constantly had hot tub, time machine, tipsy wine and dines with my number one every night, would never go on call with me when I asked, and never even tried to strategize with me? So that's, Alan, that question is for you. Your time begins now.
I don't know. It was just what it was. Like, both of us acknowledged that we weren't necessarily 100% working together. And I was scared of you because you did win a lot of things. And the things that I won were very luck-based. The things that you won were, like, you had to put in a lot of effort and win them. And I don't know. And Ame I just talked to since night one. And so she and I hit it off outside the game, just, like, friends-wise. And I don't know. I feel bad that we didn't actually talk strategy because that is on me, not you. Because I remember you asking and not going on call with you, and I felt like it just wasn't. We weren't going to work together, so why bother? And that was shitty, and that's exactly what it was.
Okay, great. Bill, I'm going to move on to you. Bon appetit, Bill. You are so passionate about this game, and I love it. I can really tell by every long-winded, thought-out speech you graced our ears with from day one to even today in this finale. Speaking of your words, you also have said negative things that have personally rubbed me the wrong way due to how passionate you are about this game and the big head that Shannon referenced to earlier that you often got throughout the game. For example, and of course I have receipts, after you lost to me in the music video challenge, which I'm sure you remember this outfit from, someone commented saying, "How did Bill not win? He was so good." And your response was, "Girl, I've been asking myself that for the past 24 hours, quote unquote." First of all, humble yourself. Additionally, even though Dante wasn't my favorite player, often in the game you dragged his name when he got out, in the finale, during the gauntlet. So you've done a lot of, like, your mouth wasn't the very most friendly in the game. So, and it really made you seem like an ass at times. So my question for you is, how would you have handled your mouth better in the game if you could go back and play the game over again?
Yeah, I think that that's a pretty fair question. And after you're bringing everything up, I do agree that I think I probably came across as a big asshole, which makes me feel bad. But if I could go back and change everything, you're right. I think step one is humble myself. You won that challenge fair and square. I was just bitter because I spent a lot of money, which the hosts warned me not to do. So I was really kind of, it was like a, Bill, why the fuck did you spend all that money on that challenge and you lost and you have no one to blame but yourself? But of course, you know, my big head, I didn't want to blame myself. So you were the person to blame. So I apologize for that. And I do really feel bad about the bad things that I said about Dante. I really thought since day one Dante was against me. I have no idea why. I think it was when you said in basics that he just thought that I was a threat really early on after you asked him, and I just couldn't get that out of my head. So I thought that he was against me the entire time. So not that that appropriates me saying bad things or joking around, but sometimes I joke and it doesn't come across as funny.
Awesome, Shannon. Shannon, I love you so much. But I will have to say tonight, you've really pissed me off this entire finale. You said my name more than the amount of times the other line tried to put you up to vote you out, and that was a lot. Anyways, I personally had many talks with you, supporting you throughout the game, mentally and emotionally, because I really cared about you as a person and a player. Like that time you had a breakdown before the Snatch game, or when you told me that you felt you weren't contributing to our alliance, which might or might not have been true. Or when you told me you weren't having fun playing the estate anymore. Or when I told you, despite what other people saw in you, that I think you are such an awesome player and you bring so much to this game. So as you said earlier, your best move was deciding to start working with me in Ame. At what point specifically in the game did you feel that how I personally supported you was bullshit and I was just using you as a number?
All right. First of all, never said that your support was bullshit. Ever. That I took more personally outside of the game than in the game. But that's beyond the point. The moment, and I never thought you thought I was just a number. I just saw it changing where you were clearly closer to Ame. And I'll admit, it personally rubbed me the wrong way when the three of us were supposed to be as tight as we were. Maybe I let personal feelings get in the way of that. And I'll admit it. That hurt. But I don't change the fact that leaving the two of you was probably my best move in the game. But never once did I think anything was ingenuine or that you didn't care about me or that I was just a number to you in the game.
Awesome. Thank you guys. And honestly, congrats to all of you and best of luck to all of you.
Holla.
Hey, Katie. So this is Miss 7th place and the 7th juror. Lucky 7, except not lucky. There you go. Your time starts now, Katie.
Why would you bring up the not lucky thing, Ryan? That's bullshit, and you know it. All right. Hey, everybody. Nice to see you. I'm humbled that my name has come up so often tonight, and that doesn't actually bother me because I'm going to take a little bit of an opposite approach of everyone. So for those of you that maybe don't know me as well as Alan does, I'm not necessarily the most emotional person in the world. In fact, I consider myself not particularly a nice person who doesn't really feel things, which is why I can separate the game from my real life, and Alan and I are still tight. But I don't necessarily want to vote for whoever's going to tell me why I'm their favorite juror. The only emotion I genuinely really feel is anger. So I want each of you to tell me why I should be the angriest with you. And I would like a specific reference. If you need to explain it, clearly I shouldn't be that angry at you because you have to explain why I'm angry. So tell me what you did to me that should make me pissed off. And we'll go in alphabetical order. We'll start with Alan, then Bill, then Shannon. And just, why should I just be angry with you? Make me angry, because the person who makes me the angriest will get my vote tonight, 100%. So let's go, Alan.
Oh God, this is so weird that it's you. You should be angry with me because when you were campaigning with me that time to keep you safe, and you're like, because you said that because you'd be going 100% if I didn't keep you safe, and I was like, no, I've got the league, they'll keep you safe, we'll vote out Ame, and I was 100% lying to you, and I wanted you. I wanted you to think that I meant it, that I thought you'd be safe, because I thought you'd back off and not be mean to me in real life, and I thought you believed me, actually. I thought you fell for exactly what I was throwing down, and I could not believe I got away with fooling you, because I know how much that would piss you off, and I really intended you to leave the whole time, and that was shitty of me, but that's exactly what I did, and I thought you bought it, and I was more excited the fact that you fell for my lie than the fact that I was doing what I was doing. The end.
I think that you should be mad at me, Katie, because obviously you had my back when I needed you the most, and then 2 times came up when you needed me, and I wasn't there for you. In fact, I was probably the catalyst of your initial elimination to begin with.
So I did like everyone else, and I lied to you, straight to your face. I mean, that kind of happens. But all I really have to say to make you mad, and it might not work, but I'll try it. I like Miranda better. Sorry.
That was funny. All right, so I'm a little angry. Those were some things that sucked. I do want to take the time to let you know that this for me is totally a game. So that means that, I would love to chat with you guys after, but it also means please don't think that I'm taking Alan and mine's relationship. I actually think I told him to his face several times this week that I wasn't voting for him. So like, I'm also about making people angry. That's my life too. Ciao.
Thank you, Katie. Love you. Next up, Miss Ame.
Hi, guys. I am so glad that it's finally my turn because Bill can finally shut the fuck up for 10 minutes straight. So I will start my timer of peace without fucking Bill's voice in my head. First, I would like to say that I love wine. And I'm literally just going to talk this whole 10 minutes because I don't fucking care about any of you. I know who I'm voting for. I do love you all outside of the game. I even love Bill outside of the game. But this is my time to be a bitch, and I'm going to fucking be one. So, Alan, I'd like to apologize because Jake let me know that you did see my boobs at some point. I was probably really drunk, but hopefully that's not recorded. Shannon, I just wanted to address that the fact that you said you switched from me and Matthew because we said that we had your vote. That wasn't a jab to you. I don't know if that's why you flipped me off at my funeral, but that wasn't a jab to you. That was more of us being we know Shannon, we know we have this solid final 3, and we know she is with us 100%, just like we were with you 100% when you were on the block. So I wholeheartedly apologize if that's how you took it. Actually, can you unmute and tell me why you flipped me off?
I don't really know why I flipped you. It was something happened. You posted something on the Facebook, and I think that's what pissed me off. And I was like, "Fuck her! I'm mad." It was definitely more of a personal thing. I was jealous of you, Matt.
Oh, okay, that's fine because we're cute. So next, I'd like to play Never Have I Ever with all of you. Oh my God, Ryan, you can play too. So everyone, put up 5 fingers. Congrats. Never have I ever hidden behind a power couple to make it to final 3. Oh my gosh, Shannon, that's you. Put a finger down. Okay. Never have I ever seen Ame's boobs. That's Alan, and maybe Josh one time. Anyway, never have I ever looked Ame in the eye when she fully offered the opportunity to tell her the truth and said, "Oh, I'm kind of leaning toward keeping Pam because she's never went for me, but not because she's my final fucking 2 in the game."
Okay, Ame, that's all the time we have.
Good luck, everyone. I can't wait to see you afterwards.
Okay, Pam, 5th place, 9th juror, your time begins now.
Hi guys, I just want to say congratulations to all 3 of you in your own unique and amazing ways. You all are completely deserving of being there, and I'm so proud of you, and I've worked with each one of you in an alliance in one capacity or another, probably several times throughout the game. So I just want to tell you, I'm just really proud of you, and I'm really glad that you guys are in the final 3 because I think you all deserve to be there. I played this game a little bit different than I played the other 2 orgs that I've played before, and I decided I was going to get my hands a little dirty. And I was going to play a little more strategically and kind of test the limits of what I could do on a strategic level, because usually I'm more of a social player. And I just want to know a specific example during this game of how you have jury blood on your hands.
Honestly, unfortunately to say, I don't really have much jury blood on my hands. Halfway through the jury, I followed Matt and Ame, and the blood was on their hands. I did what they wanted to do. And then I feel like I jumped to the league. And honestly, I tend to feel, and this could be completely wrong, that we all made decisions together at the end. I mean, the Katie, Matt, Ame vote, we all kind of knew they were going. It just depended on the order in which they went. And unfortunately to say, I don't think I have much personal blood. I think I helped, and there might be some blowback splatter on me, but I don't personally think that the blood is on my hands, and that's just how I feel.
Okay. Bill, I guess?
Well, I think that this is the final scene in Carrie, and I am standing on the stage, and someone is in the background, and they pull the pail, and I am just covered in jury blood, which is a blessing and a curse. At the end of the day, I came to play a game, and I told myself, this is it. I got to play to win. I'm tired of getting second place. I'm tired of getting seventh place. I'm tired of getting fifth place. I need to prove to myself and to others that I have what it takes to win. And in order to have what it takes to win, you need to have jury blood on your hands.
Clearly, I've talked about Katie already and what I did to make sure she left. I don't want to, that's not the jury blood I'm concerned with. Mine was Dante, because I had worked with him, sorry, that was a car, since the beginning, outside of the Fruit Loops alliance that we were all in. I wanted to have something else, because I don't always like to just have one thing, and so I pursued something with Dante and Brittany, but mostly Dante. And I spent a lot of time talking to him, a lot more than I had thought I was going to spend talking to anyone, to be honest. And then as soon as I did my thing where I got paranoid and thought, oh, he's not with me anymore, I think I was wrong. I'm not sure, because I don't know 100% what happens till the game's over and I find out what went on. But I think that he had gone to what he thought was the majority. I may have been wrong, and I had talked to other people and tried to influence them to think that he was being shady, more shady than he probably was even being. And it ended up in him being evicted, and I don't know if that was what was actually going on.
All right, that's all I had to say. I can stop with my flaky computer now. I love you guys. Mwah.
Mr. Fourth Place, the gauntlet victim himself, our 10th and final juror, finally being on the jury in a game. Jake Bell, go ahead. Your time starts now.
All right. Well, hey guys, long time no see, I guess. You guys can relax. I'm not bitter. I think you're all great. Even though I'm the last juror and everyone has already pretty much asked you all the hard-hitting questions, I do have some things that I still want to say. Shannon, I'd like to start with you. We had such a rocky relationship this season, and I'm so glad that I actually got to know you towards the end. You're fantastic, and I think that you're an incredible person, and I'm super proud of you for making it this far. You're the only newbie player sitting in the final three, so you should feel awesome about that, because these games are really tough. So don't let what other people say get you down. But with that said, I do have one problem with your game, and we kind of talked about it a bit while I was still in the game. But you were debatably the least threatening person in this game since the final 11. And although you got to the end, a lot of us in the jury feel like you're not there because of the moves you made, and rather there because of the moves you didn't make. And I mean that is it's a valid strategy. It is. And I mean, it got yourself to the end, so don't feel bad about that. You rocked it. But I do think that I'm not sure if it's a valid strategy to win. And so my question for you is, do you feel like the jury has been fair to you with their questions tonight? And if not, why?
I honestly expected the jury to be a lot harder with the way that I played the game, because you're completely and totally right. I coasted a lot of the way to this point. I also made moves when I absolutely had to, but it was easy for me. I didn't have the roughest road here, but it's what I did. I mean, this is how I got here. So like I said, I thought they were going to be a lot harsher, considering I myself think I coasted. So I appreciate their questions.
All right, Bill, next I'd like to come to you. So we had an interesting relationship in this season as well. When you evicted me, I was a little annoyed, though, because you always claimed that we were really close and that you respected me or whatever. But then you shoved the knife in my back and lied to me right up until I was evicted, which is fine. That's the game. But what really bothered me was your 5-minute eviction speech that you gave. It didn't feel genuine. And it was really over the top from my point of view. It was almost like you were putting on a show for the jury, which a lot of us noticed you did throughout the whole season, actually. And the way you acted throughout the gauntlet and during my eviction was really off-putting to a lot of us, and it definitely rubbed me the wrong way for sure. And in your speech, also, part of your reasoning for evicting me was that I didn't have your back when you needed me the most or whatever, and that Shannon and Alan always did. But that really pissed me off, because I know for a fact that Shannon and Alan have both lied to you on multiple times in this game. They wanted you out at different points, actually, and if you didn't know that, then that kind of shows that you weren't the most aware. You might not have had the most power, but all the power that you think that you had. Shannon said earlier in one of her answers that you didn't have as much power as you think you did, and I agree with that. You're unaware of what others were doing in this game right up until the end, in my point of view. You made some good moves here or there, I agree with. And I guess also when I didn't save you with my emissaries, I told you what I was doing before I did it. It wasn't shady and it wasn't sneaky. I was being upfront with you, and if you viewed me as a threat, as a friend, I would have rather had you just say that and not put on, drag out your decision and put on a huge production for everyone. A lot of us saw that as you just kind of pulling reasons out of your ass to kind of justify what you were doing. When I actually did no wrong to you this entire game, actually. And I did wrong to a lot of people. I mean, I know that. But if you thought I was going to beat you, you could have just said that. I would have respected it. And in your answers to Pam's question, too, you said that all the jury blood was on your hands. You do, but I think it's for the wrong reasons. It's mostly because of how you handle people and not necessarily because of all the moves that you made. I think it's a good mix of both. I don't think that... I think that you're writing off your social game a lot and saying, your strategy kind of outweighed it. But the social game is a huge part of this game, and I think you missed some big opportunities with that. But the only thing I have left to ask you is, how important was I to you in this game, really? How important was I for your game?
I really feel like you were a pivotal part of my game. I don't think that I would have made it to the end without you. I did mean everything that I said. I think that I needed you when I didn't have power, and you needed me when I didn't have power. And I really feel like we helped each other get as far as we could. The final decision that I just made because I felt like it was just going to be the fairest slate of me even possibly trying to win the game. I knew that if I was sitting next to you, I hands down think that you played a better game than me, and that's why I voted you out.
Alan, so you're last. You were such a great ally and friend to me in this game. You made this game fun. I really enjoyed working with you throughout the whole time I was in it, and you were one of the people that I feel like I got closest to throughout the whole thing, and I believe that I saw your game unfold more than a lot of other people did. Your game wasn't always perfect, but I do think that your game was the most well-rounded out of this final three when it comes to strategizing and your social game and your challenge wins. I think you won 5 challenges. You kicked ass in mostly all areas of this game from my point of view. And the one thing that bothered me about your game was how passive and paranoid you were at times. I know you told me at one point that in the game you were passive a lot on purpose to make people feel that they were making decisions that you wanted to happen anyway, which is smart. I mean, I do the same thing in games. It's a good strategy. But I guess my question for you is, was your paranoia always intentional as well, or was that real? And also, if you had won the gauntlet, who would you have evicted? I know you said that you would have taken me, but I just want to hear it.
Okay. My paranoia, I did not expect. It was real. It was real with Dante. It was real with Katie. And there was one time with you where I kind of, for half a round, thought that maybe you did something. We talked about it, we hashed it out, and that was that, but that was real. If I had won the gauntlet, I was going to, oh God, I hate you. I was going to eliminate Shannon because I thought she was totally 100% a lock to win at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else to say. It was fun playing with all 3 of you, and I can't wait to talk to all 3 of you after this is over.
Okay. Thank you to the 3 of you, and congratulations once again. We said it rounds and rounds ago, but no matter who won at a certain point in the game, it was going to be a great winner. And after seeing your performances tonight, I completely stand behind that. I think all 3 of you did a really great job. We have our results if we can all gather back. Josh, for the last time this season, you know what to do.
Yeah. Good luck, everybody.
Estate Household, this is Josh. You are live on a Google Hangout. Please feel free to wear.
Fuck!
Alan, Bill, and Shannon. The votes have been tallied and verified, and I can now reveal the house guest coming in third place is Shannon. Shannon, you have placed in third place.
Perfect, Shannon.
Estate household, this is Josh. You are live on a Google Hangout. Please do not swear. Alan and Bill. The votes have been counted and verified, and I can now reveal that the master of the estate Ascent is Alan. Congratulations, Alan. You are the master of the third season of the estate Ascent.
Congratulations, Alan. You totally deserve it. You
Told you, bitch! No, it'd be you!
Oh my god. I did not know how much I won.
Alan won the season by a vote of 8-2-0. So there we have it, an ending that most people probably would not have expected at the start of this season, but Alan is quite possibly our most well-rounded winner that we've ever had, which goes to prove that anyone can win this game as long as you have a lot of heart and a lot of determination. Now, let's take a look at what next season of The Estate has in store. In the world of online reality gaming, there's a vast range of experience. Players who have never played before, to players who have been around for more than a decade. This season, on The Estate Badlands, 12 rookies and 12 veterans from across the world will enter the Estate House for the first time, but they only have one thing in common. They have no idea what to expect. Before they can join together to take out their enemies, they'll be forced to vote out their own kind when we split them into two different houses based on experience. And with tougher challenges, crazier twists, and an evolution to the rules, nobody is safe. Who will prove that they can outlast the grueling dangers of the Wild West to become the next master of the estate? Find out this winter on The Estate Badlands.